Goodness, impact the world. Yeah, so video games are, like any other form of entertainment. I think that they give people a release. Uh, you know, when you're in the real world, you take so much stress from the real world, and when you're in the game world, you can just relax because nothing's actually going to happen to you. You're just going to lose points or gain points.
That's a
What changed in video games when Tetris came out was that women started to play computer games, and ever since then, computer game companies have to pay attention to women and first of all, create games that women like to play. I think now half of the industry is games for women, or games that appeal to everyone. And so I think that's the big change. It used to be just games for boys or men, and now it's games for everyone. For one, we don't let Tetris ever get stuck in a generation. The way games get stuck in a generation is by adding culture or pop or something that's something that's popular at the time. And then what happens is that generation grows up and they stop playing games and that game dies. So by making a game which doesn't have any, doesn't have any culture, doesn't have any religion, doesn't have any characters, it's pure geometry. And so that's why it has a chance to keep on going. And we've been very careful to make sure, as the Tetris company, what we do is we look at all the games in the world and we make sure that Tetris stays up there with the other games. It's like if you have a car, if some car maker starts having automatic windows, okay, you as a car maker have to have automatic windows too, or automatic transmission, or windshield wipe, whatever it is. If somebody comes up with something in games that all games have, we make sure that it's in Tetris as well. It's difficult to say because, we managed to catch the game industry in the beginning, and I made sure that the intellectual property of Tetris was protected. And there are many games that are out there now that the original guy who created the game or woman that created the game, we don't even know who they are. Who made the original for Candy Crush, which used to be Bejeweled, which used to be something else. There's all these generation of somebody copying somebody else and copying and copying and copying. We don't even know who the author is. They don't even know his name. And I think that's wrong. If you create something amazing, if you're a composer in music, you create a musical score, your name will be remembered. If you create a piece of art, your name will be remembered. So this is an important thing. Games, the people who create games should be remembered because they are using their creative genius to create something amazing. I would be an RPG, and I'm actually working on an RPG now, but this RPG, it has to do with not things you do in the virtual world, but things you do in the real world. Because we need to fix the world. We need to fix climate change. We need to fix plastic in the ocean. We have all these issues, and these issues are caused by us and by our behavior. So we need to all change our behavior. So the game that I'm creating is an action. It's an action game, but we are the ones who do the action. Like stop using so much electricity, or stop eating beef, or ride a bicycle instead of driving a car. All these behavior changes are the changes that we need to see to reduce or end the use of carbon-based fuel, for example. But we need to fix everything. And you could say it's a game, but it's not a game because it's serious. We actually have to do this. I will have fun with the audience, and I will hopefully find out what kind of things that the audience would like me to talk about. And I'll talk about that, but I don't have a presentation. I'm not a, businessman trying to sell a product. No, I'm just there to have fun with all of you at Festigame and enjoy my time in Chile with the fans of computer games.